Hello, my name is Antoine James. This is the Week 7 discussion board project for our elected officials for our state and area. So, to start off with my California federal senators, I have two. On the left, we have Dianne Feinstein, Democratic Party. She was elected in 1992, has been serving ever since. On the right is Alex Padilla, also Democratic Party. He was elected recently here in 2021, and that's because the former senator was Kamala Harris, who's now our vice president. So I live in the 41st District of California, and the congressman that represents that district is Mark Takano. Democratic Party was elected in 2012. I can personally say I know Mr. Takano. He is a big supporter in the veterans community and veteran rights. I've had the privilege to have a couple conversations with him at a couple events that we both attended at the same time. Overall, nothing really bad to say about him. A pretty good guy, pretty solid guy. So this is the map of the 41st district. He pretty much has three major cities under him, which is Riverside, Marina Valley, and Paris. Total area of 318 square miles. So gonna come back to this later on because it's a very interesting bordering of this district. So this is my California State Senator, Richard D. Roth, Democratic Party, elected also in 2012. He controls the 31st District in California. So this is Senator Roth's District 31 map. He has also some of the similar cities. Major cities: Riverside, Corona, Marina Valley, Paris, Eastvale, Harupa Valley, and Norco. So he has pretty much a big chunk of the Inland Empire. Next is California State Assembly. My representative is Jose Medina, also Democratic Party, and was also elected in 2012. He is over the District 61. So as the assembly member for District 61, Mr. Medina has over the three cities: Riverside, Marina Valley, and Paris. So now we're here at the meat and potatoes of the slide as a presentation. So did I find any evidence of gerrymandering in any of my districts? And I did, which is pretty not too shocking, but it's evidence that I found. So if you have grown up, I'm somewhat old, playing Tetris or ever play, put the shape into the hole game. If you look at the 41st district and the 42nd district, look at the 31st district, look at the shape of it. You can see if you look over at the 42nd district, there's a shape pretty similar that can fit right on the top of the 42nd district. And it was very, funny kind of to see. And that's only because I already knew who my congressman was, just because I had been involved a little bit more heavily in politics in the last 4 years, getting out of the service, doing a lot of veteran rights stuff. Of course, also helping out with the homeless community within my city. But I still went and did a search just because, like I said, I moved from Marina Valley to Paris a couple of years ago when I bought my house. And the search if you go on the Congress site, it came up with possible two. And it was 41st district and 42nd district. After I fully put in my address, obviously I'm still part of the 41st district. But that's only by a separation of a border of maybe half a mile. So a lot of key differences in both the districts. The 44th district, where I'm located, is Democratic led by Mark Takano. The 42nd district is Republican led, ran by Ken Calvert. Now, here are the kind of the funny evidence of how I found gerrymandering. On the bottom, I have two of the maps, the 41st and the 42nd. I have them zoomed in. The shaded areas are the areas of the district. So, looking at the 41st district, that red dot represents where I live. And the nearest cross streets is Orange and Marietta. That which is shaded in. Now, you have on the 41st second district, if you look at it, that red dot still represents my neighborhood. And kind of going back to the shape game, if you see the shaded area at the bottom end is kind of like a L, right? So that tip point at the bottom corner, the distance from that tip to the red dot of my house is literally on the edge, actually smack dab in the middle of a person that owns an exotic animal farm. It takes maybe 5 minutes for me just to walk over there. It takes less than a minute if I had to hop in my car to drive. So very, very, very short distance. So basically, if I lived basically half a mile to the east, I would be in the 42nd district instead of the 41st district. What is very, what I found is the 41st district, as I said earlier, he has Marina Valley, Riverside, and parts of Paris. Marina Valley, Riverside, those are all heavily incorporated areas, a lot of suburban neighborhoods. Paris is kind of split up. So you have kind of the north side, northwest side of Paris that is mostly incorporated. And then you have the other side of Paris, kind of the south, east side, that is not incorporated. And if you go back and look at the 42nd district map, you can see that he has pretty much some of the same areas, but mostly they're unincorporated. Most of the land is pretty much farmland, or it's just desert land, hills for people that go hiking and off-roading in. So it's pretty funny that, the 41st district has a lot of voters, mainly Hispanic, Democrat Party, and then the 42nd is pretty much all farm or nobody at all. So the voters is kind of a little bit less. So it was just very interesting to discover that, and to discover if I walk literally 5 minutes in one direction, I would be in another district. This is my presentation. I hope you enjoyed it, and have a good one.